It's time for a check on entertainment news, and I'm joined by eTalk's Devin Soltendijk. Hi, Devin.
Great to see you.
You too. So it looks like Kanye West won't be donning that Make America Great hat anymore. What's going on?
I don't know about the hat, but I think for people around Kanye West, for the majority of his fans, his visit to the White House where he was ranting for about an hour in the Oval Office with President Trump really was the last straw. He posted with no warning on Twitter yesterday afternoon that he would no longer be discussing politics, but went further into detail, basically saying that he now realizes, or his eyes are wide open and now realized that he was being used to propagate ideas that he himself didn't believe in, which is, I mean, it's difficult to reconcile considering the fact that, I mean, he was saying all these things. It's not as if people were forcing him to say these things. A lot of people are speculating that he may have been actually forced to put the tweets out yesterday because a lot of members of his management, his family, his wife apparently have been very troubled by some of the things that he had been saying over the last couple of weeks and months in regards to political discourse in the United States. And apparently it was having an impact on his marriage. So time will tell whether or not he's able to stick to it. This is Kanye West after all. But I think Kanye West fans, myself included, really just want to see him go back to music. Just stick with music. A lot of people would say, stay in your lane. Nobody's looking for political advice from Kanye West.
Maybe fashion advice, though. That's a big thing for him, too.
Absolutely. The Yeezy brand could be worth billions in a couple of years if it isn't already.
Yeah.
But I think that, like some artists, Kanye West has been his own worst enemy in the last 5 to 10 years. And a lot of us are hoping he can just move on from that.
Yeah. Okay, want to get a couple quick things in. We're learning more details about the negotiations between Megyn Kelly and NBC. What can you tell us?
So what's happening now is NBC has offered her $38 million, and apparently the signing of the contract is hinging on the fact that they want her to sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, a non-disparaging agreement as well, because keep in mind, she wrote a very successful book detailing exactly what happened behind the scenes at Fox News. And for that, Megyn Kelly is willing to sign, but she wants an additional $10 million, which would take the settlement to $48 million. Keep in mind, she is only just over a year into her contract that had her being paid $26 million a year. So, look for this deal to get settled between the $38 and $45 million mark. NBC just really wants to wash their hands of this whole situation at this point.
I'm sure. All right, Justin Bieber has a new look that a lot of people are talking about. What's he done?
I mean, he shaved his head. That's the end of it. I mean, the reason why this is news is because he is one of the biggest stars in the world. He had also promised to grow his hair out until it hit his feet. He is recently married, though, and I know that in my family, when my wife says it's time for a haircut, it's time for a haircut. So it may just be a marriage thing. Who knows? Who knows?
Well, I'm sure we'll hear more about it. Thank you, Devin, as always.
Great to see you.